We did it! 3x3 finally made its Olympic debut and straight up lit Tokyo up during an unforgettable 5-day spectacle in July. Now with the globe glued to 3x3, let's get back to the World Tour with an absolutely loaded Lausanne Masters. We sit down with new Belgian sensation Thibaut Vervoort and find out why my guy is must-see TV. Olympic gold medalist Agnis Cavars talks about his experience of a lifetime in Tokyo, where he was Latvia's flag bearer at the opening ceremony. And we journey back to 2019 and remember one of the greatest World Tour games ever, the legendary quarterfinal between New York Harlem and Nantes in Lausanne. Plus, we got a can't miss top 5 plays of the tourney. '21 is the year of the 21-point game. So you know what I'm about to say. It's quick, it's epic, and now it is officially Olympic. Feels like a lifetime ago, but this season's first Masters in Doha was the perfect launch for 3x3's craziest year yet. It's coming down to another nail-biter. Kovacevic! Who is this man? Thibaut buzzer beater! Team Amsterdam made history by winning their first ever Masters with a star recruit, Maxim Kovacevic, hitting the biggest shot of his career with a Thibaut buzzer beater to down Dusan Bullet and Novi Sad. Amsterdam's Arvin Slaughter was named MVP after slaughtering opponents in Doha as a new power emerged on the World Tour. But the Dutch Masters won't be in Switzerland, opening the door for a new team to notch a dub in 2021. Will it be world number 1 Lehman or defending Lausanne Masters champs New York Harlem, who so memorably broke their drought in 2019? And of course, all eyes will be on Riga, who boasts a trio of Olympic gold medalists as they come back to earth after 3 weeks of absolute stardom in their native Latvia. After 3x3 stole the show in Tokyo, quite fittingly, the World Tour stops in Lausanne, the Olympic capital. The Lausanne Masters, everybody likes it, but who's gonna put 5 rings on it? I could talk on and on about Riga and how they got blocked by King Wes Montagny and dunked on by Philip Kramer. Oh, there's one! But at the end of the day, the Tokyo Golden Boys had a perfect record on day 1. I could speak on and on about New York Harlem, how the reigning Lausanne champs were the only team to win both of their games before the limit, how Kadani Brutus made 6 shots from beyond the arc and Marcel Esenwune had 5 blocks in a 7-minute game. Oh! Take that back! I could talk on and on about Antwerp and Oub also going undefeated, and Thibaut Vervoort and Dejan Majstorovic showing why they're the 2 best shooters in the game.
What makes this venue and those fans so special?
These fans are our best fans, except Serbia, I'm sorry.
But let's face it, the story of day 1 in Lausanne came after dark, with 2 absolutely unforgettable games of 3x3. After they lost to New York Harlem, Novi Sad had to get past German qualifier Achim der Stam to get into day 2, and this one came down to the wire. In 16 seconds, the game went 3 different directions. Kostya Mushidi set up Kevin Yebo for the alley-oop for the tie, but then Novi Sad immediately took the lead. The ball never stopped. And on the next play, Mushidi sliced the serve's hearts like a sashimi with the cold-blooded Thibaut buzzer beater from the corner. And how about that? All the way from the qualifying draw to day 2. You like Thibaut buzzer beaters, huh? Oh, we got more for you. You think you safe in 3x3 in a 3-possession game with 25 seconds to go? American Power Princeton appeared to be cruising into day 2 up 17-12, but we all learned a lesson. Angel Matias had one of the most unbelievable heat checks of all time. Dude did it all. 3 buckets and 2 steals in a sequence for the ages to send the game to OT. And then a second Thibaut buzzer beater to ice the game in the extra period.
The little monster is gonna haunt Princeton in their dreams tonight.
The 29-year-old scored the last 7 points of the game to send San Juan to the quarterfinals.
Look at my guys, tired. We gave it all, and I couldn't be more proud, you know?
World number 1 Lehman advanced despite losing to Antwerp, while number 12 seed San Juan and qualifier Agnis der Stam were the surprise packets. Number 5 seed Princeton and number 6 seed Novi Sad were the highest seeds to bid farewell, while talented teams Lausanne Sport and Gagarin also said au revoir. New York Harlem's first Masters title was oh so sweet, but it wasn't easy with the New Yorkers needing some of the craziest Thibaut buzzer beaters ever to get past Nantes in maybe the greatest game played in Lausanne history, and that says a lot.
You know, with Joey and Kadani and Marcel, they just bring a different aspect. Joey can shoot and he can post, you know what I mean? So it's impossible to stop him. And Kadani can shoot and he can drive and put the ball on the floor. And Marcel speaks for himself, just with his defense and the way he plays, his energy and motive for the game. You know what I mean? I think it's big for us.
Going to the post to win it? No, he misses it, but he gets another chance. Disco Damo is gonna win it, a Thibaut buzzer beater.
We don't give up until that whistle blows. You just keep playing until that whistle blows. It's 3-on-3. Just like we're tired, they're tired.
What's he got offensively? They give Damo a look. Damo been shooting it so well. Didn't shoot that one well. That's okay though. Thibaut buzzer beater.
Biggest moment for me was just getting through that quarterfinal. We had not played great on day 1. Coming into day 2, we needed a little bit more of a boost.
50 seconds. Huge, huge 2-piece.
All you require is just 1 big shot to go in. In our case, we needed 2 or 3 big shots to go in.
If Fortas is able to make 1 of 2, New York Harlem's bid for a Masters title here will be over, but he misses the first, which leaves the door.
He gotta miss this. Once I see him miss the first one, I say he missed the second one.
Oh, he misses it. Joey King, Disco Damo, 3, 2, 1. What the heck was that? A Thibaut buzzer beater to send it to OT.
Normally Joey would have dribbled out and tried to shoot it himself, but you know, it's just the selflessness of him. He had a chance to survive, and you know, it worked out for us.
First team to score 2 wins it, and Brutus is gonna do it. I'm at a loss for words. What do you say? Another Thibaut buzzer beater.
I told him that's why he's here, because he's a big shot maker. You know what I mean? He steps up in those big moments, and I think the team definitely needed that.
Biggest shot of my career. I forgot what I said. I forgot what happened. I was just so hyped. It was just a crazy feeling. I couldn't believe it.
So many times we fell short, you know, 2nd place finishes, 3rd place finishes. After I made that shot, I was like, you know, I'm not going back home like this, you know what I mean?
And we went to the finals against Princeton. It was ridiculous. The crowd, it's like they multiplied, which was really amazing.
They said they wanted all the chicken. The dinner bell just rang. And New York Harlem get their first Masters win.
At the beginning of the season, when they said who gonna win the Masters, they didn't mention Harlem. We took that personal, and that's what we came to do. We gonna represent. Every time we step on this floor, they ain't mention us first, but they gonna mention us last.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the dunk contest, presented by Lausanne Olympic Capital. Reigning World Tour dunk champ Peter Grabowski was looking to win his 2nd title of the season, but he faced new challengers in Johan Lemay from France and Russia's Myroslav Aletsky, who were both making their World Tour debuts. Aletsky started off strong with a 360 over the FIBA 3x3 Instagram A-board, but the Russian with a man bun looking like Machine Gun Kelly ran out of ammo in his second dunk. The final was set up for a battle royale between the master and the newcomer. Grabo set the pace and made it look easy with a nasty reverse slam over a volunteer standing on a chair. LeMay needed to respond with something special, and he did exactly that with a scorpion dunk over Aletsky to match Grabo's straight nines. Knowing he was being challenged, Grabo took it up a notch with an off the bounce under both legs, who was one tough judge away from a perfect 30. The pressure was then on LeMay, and once again, he showed a little bunny like the Puerto Rican rapper. But there's a reason why Grabo is in a league of his own, and he called game with a filthy J. Rich East Bay with a two-handed finish. The Pole wins the title again and takes home the $3,000 check. Thibaut Vervoort, aka Must See TV. We're still working on that nickname, but he's lived up to his temporary nickname in a meteoric rise for the 23-year-old. The Belgian bad boy has lit up 3x3 this year, leading Team Antwerp to 2 challenger titles, and he absolutely stole the show at the Tokyo Olympics, where underdog Belgium finished 4th. 3x3 has been a natural fit for Vervoort and brought out the best of him on the court.
2 years ago, I think, I made a decision to stop playing first division and I started playing second division because you can combine it with a working environment. And then, yeah, 3x3 came in the picture. Nick asked me to come play for Team Antwerp, and I did. And from that day on, I really took big steps that I didn't stress as much or really put that much weight on my shoulders to, I have to perform, I have to perform. No, I have to have fun on the court and just do what I like.
Now, hoops in Belgium hasn't traditionally been big, but their 3x3 Olympic appearance has lit a fuse in the small European country.
If you grew up in Belgium, if you play basketball, okay, you have certain things that you want to do, get to the national team and everything like that, and youth championships, but you never think about the Olympics because basketball isn't that big in Belgium. But now, after playing the Olympics, you see how much impact it has because it's such a small country. Almost everybody now knows about 3x3 basketball.
Vervoort brought the heart to Tokyo with an insane trio of 2-piece game winners to become the ultimate 3x3 sniper.
The first game we won against Letland is like, we can do something here. Against the Netherlands, and then, yeah, for sure, the game winner against Poland. Making 3 game winners in one tournament at the Olympics. I will never forget these moments in my life.
Struggling to deal with the pressure during the Olympic qualifier in Hungary provided an invaluable lesson for Vervoort on how to be calm in the clutch.
I think the most stress I had was in Hungary, before the final game against Hungary for the final ticket. And normally, if you are that stressed, it can take energy away. I was so stressed, and then I made a click, and it actually gave me energy.
Belgium was a surprise packet in Tokyo, having just missed the podium finish. But being so close to an Olympic medal has fueled the fire for Vervoort.
We had 2 chances, 2 games to get a medal. We know where we fell up short. We know what we have to do to become a better team and a better player. It motivates me. For me, I'm already thinking about the next Olympics. And yeah, I think we have to just go for it and invest in it 150%. Yeah.
Here's a look at the quarterfinal bracket, which features the top 4 seeds, but several surprise packets too. The quarterfinals had an instant classic between emerging power Antwerp and qualifier Agnis. The first German team to make it to a World Tour quarterfinal since 2014 clawed its way back with a tip-in Thibaut buzzer beater by Kevin Yebo to force OT. All eyes were on Thibaut Vervoort, aka Must See TV, but it was Clark Kent to the rescue, with Nick Sellis finally sealing Antwerp's place in the semis. Riga were hot favorites over 12th seed San Juan, but the Puerto Ricans matched them shot for shot as they went back and forth like an Aaliyah track. Carlos Lasmanis, aka Batman, said na 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 from the free throw line to get Riga within one of that magical target. But that was before Angel Matias hit his third Tissot buzzer beater in Lausanne to provide a bigger upset than Ugas over Pac-Man.
Angel Matias, he's an angel in disguise.
Riga's trio of Olympic gold medalists fall back to earth, and San Juan move on.
Let's go, semifinals.
Let's go!
The blockbuster between #1 Lehman and defending champs New York Harlem was gold standard, with Dominique Jones rewiring Mr. Robot. But in the game of stars, Stefan Kojic shone brightest with a massive 14 points to end New York Harlem's bid to back-to-back titles. So this means both U.S. teams were already out of the tournament. The only solace for the American fans came a few minutes later when Princeton's Craig Moore caught fire and buried 2 money balls to win the shootout contest presented by MTF Quadrant. Oob's easy 21-8 victory over Graz meant they faced Antwerp in the semis, while San Juan looked to continue their giant killing run against Lehman. First up, red-hot Antwerp were eyeing the $40,000 bag, but they had to get past Oob. Thibaut Vervoort, aka Must-See TV, might be headed to the big screen after auditioning for the next Space Jam film. He scored 6 points in the first 3 minutes to give Antwerp an 8-3 lead. But these Serbs weren't going to give up so easy. Olympic bronze medalist Dejan Majstorovic heated up Lausanne and lived up to his Maestro nickname. It came down to the wire, but it was Miroslav Pajcilic who turned the switch off on Antwerp and led Oob to the final. Powerhouse Lehman were heavily favored against 12th seed San Juan, but that didn't scare off the Puerto Ricans one bit. Angel Matias opened up his deep bag of tricks, but Stefan Kojic answered with more range than 5G. Somebody had to take the game, and Puerto Rican 3x3 legend Gilberto Clavel stepped his game up with a bucket on the inside to tie things up at 18 apiece. He then finished off a beautiful pass to give San Juan the lead before saying hasta la vista to the world #1. San Juan's unlikely quest to their first World Tour event title since 2012 remained on track.
It's good for us to come and compete against the best guys in the world. We just want to feel the same respect. We just want to respect us as saying I just respect them.
Life has been quite a ride recently for Riga's big man Agnis Cavars. During 3x3's Olympic debut in Tokyo, Cavars had the huge honor of being Latvia's flag bearer at the opening ceremony, and he capped a surreal 5 days by walking away with a gold medal. It all worked out perfectly, but things didn't start smoothly for an under-pressure Latvia.
We had a lot of stress because before we go to Olympics, all the media already, they will come with the medals. No other athletes in Latvia will get the medals, only these guys, and basically it's a lot of pressure on us. Thanks that I was flag bearer in the opening ceremony, I think this gave us a little bit boost for the beginning games. Thank to God we beat Poland, after that Japan and China. And after that we get our ass kicked by Russia and Serbians. After the games we sat down as a team, let's do our thing. We just need to go and make our shots. And after that, already in group stage, last game with Netherlands, we came out with a different team. To get to Olympics even, it's already a tough road. Enjoy. You will not get better in Olympics, better or worse. You will be exactly as you are in that moment. Leave all the pressure in Latvia and just clear your mind and do what you can.
With this awesome foursome being the backbone of Riga's stunning success over the years on the World Tour, Latvia relaxed and rediscovered their best in the nick of time to power to a stunning gold medal. They returned to Latvia as hometown heroes, and given a reception that was so massive, they arguably became the famous people in the entire small Baltic country.
It was raining, and then we sit in cars without the roofs and drive through all the crowd, and everyone was screaming, yelling, waving flags. It was so amazing. In that crowd, one lady came to us and said, "I'm 99 years old," and I was crying when I was watching your game. So basically whole Latvia were watching, and it was amazing. Still I get my goosebumps, it's so emotional for us. To be honest, we felt this energy from Latvia. A lot of people were writing, of course in the group stage, a lot of people were writing terrible things about us. A lot of bad energy get the Krūmiņš. And after these Olympics, we had come together in a greasing council where we will be Riga challenger. And one guy came to Krūmiņš and gave him a gift. He said, "I was one of the guys who were talking trash to you in all social media, and now I came to you and say sorry." It was so amazing. Even we can change one person. It was a good emotion for us and even better emotions for Edgars.
Now, nobody could have predicted the final would be number 4 seed Oob and number 12 seed San Juan, who were seeking their first World Tour event title since the World Tour final in 2012, 9 years ago. But Oob were favored, having won their first matchup day 1 by 9 points. It was on like Donkey Kong, with Oob sharing like they cared, before Strahinja Stojicic went solo in a fast start. But San Juan went to a reliable source in Gilberto Clavel, who was out-rebounding everybody, call it cleaning the glasses, and playing bully ball down low for the bucket, as the underdogs went on a 5-1 run. Marko Brankovic, aka the Beast, answered with a flush, but Clavel said, "Right back at you, son," as San Juan skipped clear. Oob were in a drought, and they looked to Dejan Majstorovic for a splash. The Maestro went bang bang to cut the margin to 3, but he then went cold and San Juan took control. Clavel went off like a fire alarm to finish with 12 points as San Juan broke their drought and put Puerto Rico back on the 3x3 map.
Clavel is over with! Your 2021 Lausanne Masters champions reside from Puerto Rico!
The team made 3x3 history on so many levels. For once, becoming the lowest seed ever to win a World Tour event, starting from number 12. Gilberto Clavel had heads rolling in Europe all weekend, called the Puerto Rican a Highlander with an H. Mr. Goggles paid homage to the Puerto Ricans before him who pioneered 3x3 nearly 10 years ago, including the late great Corky Ortiz, who tragically died in a car accident in 2015.
This goes to the Corky, rest in peace. He would have been proud if he's seen this, and it's a great place. Great place. I hope you invite us next year here so I can come back.
Even though he had a quiet final, Angel Matias deserved the MVP after a trio of Tissot buzzer beaters that helped fuel San Juan's magical run and helped them remind everybody that Puerto Rico is back, baby. They went loco in celebration and were $40,000 richer after receiving their check from none other than FIBA Secretary General himself, Andreas Zaglis. At number 5, Marcel Esarune's block party just got started in Lausanne, and it's his party. He can do what he wants to.
He disrespected him respectfully, and that's why we call him the Minister of Defense.
4th on the list, Miroslav Pajcilic was doing it for the gram in Lausanne. That's the type of pass that gets you verified, my guy.
That was magnifique. Pajcilic with a delectable dime piece.
In at number 3, Flight KLM had a crash landing as King West shouted, "Not in my house." At number 2, Angel Matias had not one, but 2 Tissot buzzer beaters in the same game to take down Princeton. Coming out of number 1.
Mushidi up top. Teamwork making the dream work.
First the alley-oop throwdown, then the cold-blooded Tissot buzzer beater to knock out Novi Sad. Y'all better remember the name. Agnis has arrived.
Mushidi slicing their hopes like a machete. It's done as they send Novi Sad home.
We know you're dying for more, but don't worry. The wait's not going to be long. The World Tour shifts to another iconic 3x3 venue. Debrecen, Hungary will play host on August 28th and 29th. Remember, you can always follow with the hashtag 3x3WT on FIBA 3x3 social media channels on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.